This is Brandon. Brandon loves to be social, and he wants to expand his circle of friends. However, he knows that making new friends can be a challenge and can even be stressful. To help make more friends, he decides to use a SMART goal. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. First, Brandon needs to make his goal specific. Make more friends is too vague, so he narrows his goal down to something specific that he can do. Start a club. One of his hobbies is playing board games, so he is going to make a board game club. Now that he's specified his goal, Brandon needs to make sure it's measurable. He decides to outline the steps he needs to take in order to set up the club, including what time the club will meet and how many students he wants to join. Being organized is very important in the process of meeting his goal. Next, Brandon needs to ask himself, is his goal achievable? Given that he is working within his means, and the fact that he followed the previous steps, he concludes that his goal is reasonable and that it's worthwhile to proceed. Brandon's next step is to make sure his goal is relevant. Clubs are social gatherings centered around a shared interest, and people often become friends if they have an interest in common. After asking around to gauge his classmates' interest in board games, Brandon gets a favorable response and determines that his interests are relevant to his fellow students. Last but not least, Brandon's goal needs to be time-bound. While doing research on how to set up his club, he learns that his school has a deadline for new club applications. With this deadline in mind, Brandon can plan things out accordingly. Because of his approach, Brandon's goal became much more manageable. This made him feel very relieved from something so daunting. Do you have a goal that could benefit from the SMART approach?